Welcome to Primordial Flows, where we tend to our primordial flows. Hello. We're tuning into the energies here. And if you'd like to consent to connecting your energy to receive this message more fully and deeply, then now would be the time to do so. And here we're tending to primordial flows, so tuning into deeper flow, tuning into primordial source and the vital currents of life. Maybe not because I don't want to speak in ultimate language, but more like vital energy flows in general and what's connecting with us now and what's connecting with you now. And please use discernment and notice what resonates, what doesn't. So this will be like a guided meditation journey where I tune into the energy I'm feeling. I give voice to it. I hold space for it to be felt and tapped into. So I welcome you to come along. Connecting with the breath. Connecting with your senses, something that brings you into the present moment. Over and over again. The first energy I was feeling was like a liquid water energy, like pouring down from behind me, flowing through me and my shoulders down like the front of my body and down into the earth. I'm feeling flames rising from the earth. Maybe it's like a feeling of burning, like being soaked in gasoline and burning, which feels kind of maybe like hard to say that. Maybe you feel like there's just so much that needs to change. Maybe it's burning you up. Maybe you have the feeling of just like wanting to burn it all down. Start over. Maybe life feels like too much or too intense. Now I'm noticing like a little stream running through like some marshlands. An alligator poking their eyes up above the water. They're chilling, but they're also kind of on the prowl. Want to catch a bird, catch some food. Maybe that burning sensation was like the burning of an old identity or an old part of ourself. And then coming into the alligator scene, which feels like a primordial energy. I have a special connection with the alligators or crocodiles because they appeared to me in a vision of when I was looking for my power animal. So with that, it feels like a really deep, rooted earthy, watery type of energy. And I'm remembering watching a video of like little baby alligator eggs hatching one time, and they were so cute. This feels like an intense energy to be talking about on YouTube, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I don't want to like sugarcoat this. There's like alligators are a predator. Hunting and eating their prey. It's interesting that prey is called prey. Like preying on something. Like having like an intention and contemplation, desire. Maybe you've been contemplating or yearning or praying for a desire or having intentions to manifest your desire. I'm feeling that fluidness and the primordial flows, like fluidly moving into this dripping, like water dripping from one thing to the next, and we're flowing with that current through this message, contemplating desires and manifestations. This feels like it might be a relationship message. Or might not be the whole message, but might speak to that feeling of like yearning for intimacy and maybe feeling connected to someone and not being with them. Maybe not being in communication with them. Okay, if we're playing like hot and cold, I'm feeling like, okay, that's hot. That's like a really hot pot. The pot's like boiling. Getting this feeling of like being cooked by the heat. This like alchemical transformation happening. Through the heat of that yearning. Or that desire. Feeling some tingles in my body, just allowing that alchemization to happen. And if you want to feel that too, noticing. Not trying to push it away or deny it or wish that the agony wasn't there or the yearning wasn't there. Just allowing that love to be here. Allowing that space to be here. Allowing that heat and that love to be here. And just letting your body circulate that energy, those fluids, imagining the alchemization happening from the source in your heart. And just allow this to transform, and noticing what you feel as it transforms. I'm feeling like a glow. Feeling my body glowing energetically, not like that feeling of brightness and lightness and like clearing and refreshing. Just around, in this space all around me and surrounding me. There's something in the heart. There's something in my heart I'm feeling. Something that feels a little denser. Connected to that desire. I think it's when I look in, and it's like I was reaching for a part of me that I forgot. Like a part of my ego, a part of my dance that I forgot. Reaching for it and bringing it back into my heart. It's like I was reaching for it in someone else where it wasn't. It was like a mirror back to myself. I feel this density expanding out into my energy field. Feeling it. Strengthening it. It's like it feels like this secret part of me that's been there all along that I forgot about, and it also feels like my confidence. And maybe I repressed it because I was trying to get rid of my ego. Maybe that space away from it just allowed me to not need to really identify with it too strongly, but more to wear it as like a gift or a sense of playing or an appreciation of beauty rather than gripping onto that identity. And so it's come back around to be appreciated in a new dynamic, in a new way. And there might be hints of grief. Of it not being appreciated, the ego not being appreciated or related to in the way that that I didn't see before. Or maybe I did, but I was too wrapped up in it. This is an interesting dynamic, I think. Phenomenal dynamic unfolding. It also feels quite personal to my own experience, so I wonder how much this message is relating with you and why I've been guided to share this with you. I think that our stories and our personal experiences can be medicinal for each other. That's perhaps part of this alchemy. Coming back to that alchemization in the body. Is there any more messages here, Spirit? Or are there any more messages here, Spirit? I'm hearing you are that which you seek. So that feeling of reaching for something, but in fact realizing that it's a mirror of yourself and realizing that you can reach within to find that. Maybe it's showing you a lost piece of yourself to remember and reintegrate in a new way. I'm getting the feeling the more we do that, the more full and whole we become, and the stronger our pulse is to radiate love into this realm, whatever realm you're in. The more love and understanding. And it doesn't really require that we really do much. It's not a real, I guess it's active in, it's a type of action. Turning within is a type of action, but it's more like an internal movement that radiates out than an external action. So this is pointing to how we tend to our frequencies as well, and what we're generating in our worlds. Noticing our breath. I'm feeling like a stillness settling in the water. Like this feels complete for now. I saw something recently. It was saying like stillness, becoming still isn't about blocking out everything. It's about becoming everything and being able to witness everything and the multiverses within ourselves. And with that, I feel my heart glowing, and I'm going to close out this message and disconnect our energies. Until next time.